That is hardcore.
This is hardcore shit.
But for me, it's harder to resist.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hardcore Horror with Mike and Bridget. This is the December episode, Bridget. Here we are, the end of 2025 already. Can you believe it? It's crazy.
No,
Yes,
crazy.
Wild.
Yes. And now here we are. We have a guest for our last podcast of the year. Who are we talking to tonight?
Mike, we are going out with a bang for 2025 because guess who we have? We have Haynze Whitmore. He is writer, director, and of one of my favorite indie horror movies, Crepitus. Did I say it right? Did I say it right?
Crepitus. Yeah, you got it. It's close.
Yeah. Yeah. Before we get any further, just so you guys know what the meaning is of this, you know, when you like pop your neck and pop your bones, that creepy, crunchy, good feeling, that is the meaning of the word. Best movie title ever, by the way.
Right? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you want to hear a fun fact? We before we even named it Crepitus, we actually called it Knuckle Bones. And yeah. And so, like, when we wrote the script, me and Eddie Renner, Eddie Renner kind of wrote a lot of it, and so he had this whole thing of like it was like little children's like little knuckle bones, like the clown would eat those or something, and just kind of creepy on its own there. But then it just kind of came. We saw there was some other name of a movie that was called Knuckle Bones, and we're just like I think it was a drama or something, and we're like let's just try to figure out a different name for that. That's where we kind of came up with the popping of bones with being Crepitus. So
I think it turned out a really good title, though. I think it turned out good.
It's like it feels like crypt or something. Like it's kind of this dark or something. So
yes, it's definitely a horror title.
Yeah, definitely a horror title. So but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I worked with Bill Moseley in it and everything. He's a good guy, real fun.
So I met you. I'm gonna rewind a little bit. So I met you last month at Memphis Monster Con in Memphis, Tennessee. Yes. And absolutely. I remember my booth. So Cirque du Freaks is, my vendor name. So my booth was right next to yours. And I remember when we were setting up, you hadn't got in yet, but you had all your stuff laying out. And I remember walking by your table and I was like, I know this movie. I've seen this movie. I love indie horror. Indie horror is like my thing. And back in 2018, I wrote a blog on this. There was this horror community thing called Horrormino, and I wrote this blog on Bill Moseley because he's one of my favorite horror actors ever. Oh, and I remember, I think I just went on like his IMDb or something, and I saw your movie title, and it was like coming soon. So I included that in my blog. So I was waiting for this movie to come out, and I'm like, I have this thing for killer clowns. Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, Bill Moseley is a clown. Oh my God. So I remember I made it like a big deal. And I remember even seeing Bill Moseley at the Tattoo and Horror Convention in Nashville. And I remember the movie still hadn't come out yet. And I was like, you want me to tell you what movie I'm really looking forward to seeing? And it was your movie. And it's like, oh yeah. And we filmed this in Michigan. Is that right? Michigan?
Northern Michigan, literally.
Yeah. He didn't tell me. He didn't give a whole lot away about it, but so that's how I originally found it. So when it very first dropped, I was probably one of the first people to see it. So I was super excited when I saw that your booth was next to mine.
Yeah,
I was like,
cool.
Yes, this is awesome.
We had an instant friendship, I thought. So it was just like, man, all right. These are good people, it was so cool. So
it was so cool.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun there. So I don't
know. So tell us about this movie, Bill Moseley. How did that even happen? I remember talking to you, and you said that he originally wasn't going to be the clown, and he wanted to be the clown in the movie. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So what kind of happened? Like, you know how I mean, and you've made some movies yourselves here and stuff. You've done some things. So like, you know how you just kind of ban around ideas and you're like, hey, you know, it'd be really cool who could play this, you know, if you wrote a script or something like that. That's kind of what me and Eddie Renner were doing. We were kind of batting around. It'd be really cool if we can get Bill Moseley to play a clown and or just working with Bill Moseley. And so one of the producers of the movie, Lance Paul, he worked with Bill on another film, I think a year prior, and said, hey man, I can get a hold of Bill and this and that. I bumped into Bill then, going fast forward, I bumped into Bill at a con. And just got chit-chatting with him and everything, and he goes, yeah, just get a hold of my agent and everything. And then we kind of got the ball rolling. He read the script. We sent him his agent the script, and then his wife read it. Yeah, that's what happened. So his wife read it, and then I think through the scripts that they get, and this is from I think Bill even told me this, but like his wife read it, and then it was one of the scripts that she set aside for him to play. So that was very flattering, and you know, and I you know, if we ever do another Crepitus movie, I think Bill would be pretty down to do another one. So I think he had a lot of fun. So. But yeah.
Oh, I rewatched that movie last night. Actually,
did you?
Yeah, it's been a while. It was like 2000. Yeah. Like I think I read about it in 2018. I think I actually watched it in maybe 2020, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's been a while. So man, it's really good. It's
well,
really,
I appreciate
really good.
that. Yeah. So it's kind of one of those ones that just kind of go up your spine a little bit, a little creepy. Just goes up the spine. You know, it's not super gory or anything. I mean, it has its moments, but it's one of those ones that I just wanted. That's what was kind of the idea. I wanted that kind of uneasy feeling watching it. So
that's what I tell a lot of people. I'm like, there doesn't have to be a lot of gore for it to be scary. Yeah. You don't have to have that, and you really capture that. And I did. I sent it to Mike too. So we did watch one of your short films,
Street Cleaner.
Yeah.
Street Cleaner.
Rock on. Cool.
That was good. I'll tell you, it's been 15 minutes. It went from it started off as this to oh my god, it just kept changing, and then the end, it's like oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. That was we had a lot of fun with that one. We shot that on 16 millimeter film.
I saw that. What was that like? Is that a choice that you love to shoot on film?
So when I was in film school, I used some of my student loan money, I guess you'd say, and I bought a 16 millimeter Ari, and so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just use this on projects and this and that, and I was like, this is what I have, and I'm still kind of old school like that. I really like to try to incorporate film. Like down the road, I'm thinking about like for my next feature, I'm probably gonna shoot on Super 16 millimeter. Just I don't know. It's just I like the aesthetic of it. So
Sure.
I do too. It looks good.
It just feels right. I kind of like knowing what. And I have nothing against digital and all that, but it's just it's basically if you're like an artist and you choose what medium you want to paint on, that's kind of how I look at it. So
when you go on your link tree, it says that you love telling stories through celluloid. Is that right?
Yep.
So for someone that doesn't make movies, I do acting. I don't know anything about film.
Yeah.
So tell us what that means.
Like literally the celluloid here,
Celluloid. What does that mean? Tell us what it means.
Yeah, it's the film. It's like it's like a negative or a film. That's what celluloid is. It's okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So.
I love that. I love telling stories. I love that. That is so awesome. That's good. I love it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, I've always had kind of a connection with film and everything. So, and I just kind of like to. I've been doing it before the big digital boom. Everyone was like kind of like, oh, we're shooting on red cameras and this and that. But I mean, it just depends on the story. I kind of say, well, what kind of story is it? Does it need to be real like not very colorful and dark and I will pick the camera based on that too, so just never know. So
Yeah.
but
What about editing? Do you find that editing is a more complicated process with film, or do you like it better than digital?
so what's kind of cool about it is well, so and this is just kind of my 2 cents, really. I mean, but like when you shoot film a lot of times. So I shoot, a lot of times I'll shoot color negative, so we go through this process called a telecine process. And what that does is they capture frame by frame the negative film stock,
Yeah.
and they put it into like 4K or 2K or 4K like resolution, and then they send me back the file like in a movie file, usually kind of color corrected or color graded, I should say, and or color timed maybe, but I usually get that back from the lab and transferred, and then I can kind of do what I need to do to it. It already looks like film. I know a lot of people when they shoot like on some of the digital stuff, they try to make it look like film. So they're
Yeah.
they're putting it through all these filters. They're trying to make it look like something that I'm already shooting on.
Yeah.
So it might eliminate
Could
some
see
of that
that.
process, you know. And that's kind of how I always saw it. So now it does cost a little bit to shoot on film, but if
Right.
you're real
Right.
if you're real careful and have a good shot list, and a lot of times like you've heard of like shooting ratios,
Hmm.
like I mean like for instance like Bridget, you've been in like these movies, like you have a director, how many takes is it are the like there's directors
Mhm.
that take certain takes, like I mean how many before you get worn out as an actor, you're kind of like
Oh yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh
It just
yeah.
wears you out. So if you're doing
Right.
like with digital, yeah, it's like, oh, I got a whole hard drive. I can just pop it right on in there, and we'll do like 30 takes. But
Yeah.
Bridget, you're worn out at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just don't have that. I'm personally like it depends. It really depends. But I always stick to um like a 3-to-1 ratio, like three
Hmm.
takes to one shot. And I try
Hmm.
to just rehearse it, and especially if we're shooting on film, because that just dollar signs coming off the camera when you're rolling film negative,
Yeah.
So
How long have you been doing film? It sounds like you've been doing it for a while. How long have you
what's that?
been
Oh,
shooting
film.
movies? Yeah, how long have you been doing
Uh,
this?
to be truthful, I really didn't. So if you go way back, so I actually was producing records before I
Okay.
did film. So I would record like a lot of punk bands and a bunch of different stuff on actually analog tape. so
Okay.
so I was doing that before that, and then but I'm kind of more of a visual. I kind of work with a visual medium, I think, and I even went to like I was living in Minneapolis, Minnesota for a while. I went to music school out there, like for record producing and stuff. And but I told my counselor out there or whatever, I said, yeah, I think I'm more visual. I mean, granted, I own a recording studio as well, but like I just I I more visual on a lot of things. So that's kind of where I took my film journey, kind of more
So
into
everything I've seen of yours is horror. So is horror your passion? Is that is
horror. Yeah, horror is just like kind of a fun thing. Like
yeah.
just growing up watching like of course we all watch those slasher movies and stuff like that. But I was kind of more in the supernatural kind of stuff, kind of more like like Pet Cemetery and like some of these other like Exorcist. That's why I commented on Mike's shirt there. And
Sure.
just yeah, just like some of these ones that just either make you like like think or just, like, whoa, that was kind of shocking, but kind of gets, I like those movies that get under your skin a little bit. And so, yeah, just that's kind of where I am. I like kind of like more of the monster side of things.
I think you can capture that in your films too. If you've seen
Yeah.
any of Haynes' films, you can see that. You don't have to have a lot of gore for it to be scary. So
No,
yeah,
and
you do a great job at that.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
and like what you watch Street Cleaner and everything. Like, if you notice the vampires are more ghostly. They're
Yeah.
like you could see through them, and it's like, so what's really interesting when I did shoot film on that, I did shoot also a black and white film in there.
Yeah.
So when it did the transition, when Cherish walked into the house, it's like everything became, this moment. And then, of course, we have the two younger girls with the mother walk in with the lamp there or whatever, and they're kind of slowly looking over to make it, and then kind of coming by, for them. But yeah, no, it was pretty cool that we could actually like shoot on film. So I just literally saved up film stock from film school. Like it's like I had some in my fridge. It's like cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's like, all right, man. You just keep it in the fridge, you keep it preserved.
Where did you go to film school?
I went to the Academy of Art University in It's in San Francisco. I lived in San Francisco for a bit and everything.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I love that city. It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're in Michigan now.
I'm a Michigander though. Like
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely a Michigander. So
Okay.
go Lions. So
Okay.
so, but yeah, no, yeah, I'm definitely a Michigander. It's kind of nice around here though. Like when we shoot films, or I try to shoot them kind of in this area a bit, just because we have the Great Lakes, which can act as ocean if we needed it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or I mean, we have plenty of woods.
Yeah.
Like it's and this is northern Michigan, so it's not overly crowded. Like I've shot throughout Michigan. I've shot in Detroit before. I've shot all sorts of other places, but like even the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, it's like it's literally just like near Canada, and it's just wilderness. So you could really shoot something pretty insane around here. So, but yeah, but that's not my next. That'll be like something I'm going to do in the future for like a feature film. So, going to do some more of that.
Okay.
So, yeah, get a bunch of people involved that are,
Is there a big scene in your area? A big indie scene of filmmakers?
Not really so much. Not so much in the scene where I'm at up here. It's not really all that big. Down in like the Detroit area and stuff, they have more of that. But what's cool about it is a lot of those filmmakers will end up going to other parts of the state to shoot, and there's still like plenty of places like if you want to shoot like on a lake or something, or it's like you like I think you're only 6 miles away from a lake in any direction around these areas in this area. So yeah, it can be pretty fun to shoot. It does get cold though, so so
Yeah, I bet.
yeah, you suffer through it outside. It's fine, Luckily for the not to bounce back on my short film that I shot those 4 pages with, but like I literally did all the exteriors like out, got those done literally before I came to do the convention there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so that's the reason why I shot it, because I knew when I came back there's gonna be snow on the ground, and literally it did. We had like a snowstorm up here, and I'm just like, oh my god. And
Good timing.
I wanted to stay in Memphis, It's like, I mean, it ain't kind of a little cold there, but not like,
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
or Nashville.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, but
It looks like you work a lot of conventions. So do you normally work a lot of conventions?
Actually, that was probably my 3rd convention where I met you. So I don't really do a lot. I haven't done a lot of conventions. I should have done more of them probably when I had the movie first come out, but financially we were, kind of broke after the movie. So we were kind of like,
Yeah, I
we have
get
to
that.
wait a bit, we have to wait a bit. So, but I'm going out there now and I'm sure the distributor's happy that I'm out there actually, putting it
Yeah.
out there. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's awesome.
yep.
Awesome.
So
Out of all the conventions, I'm so glad you came to Tennessee.
no, it was cool. Like I got to meet a lot of cool people, like including you and Tracy there. So yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Memphis is like a weird con. It's like after Halloween, and it's kind of like the only con we worked the entire month of November.
yeah.
And it was really weird this year because the flights were being canceled because everything happening. So like
Yeah.
5 of the big celebrities couldn't make it, but
Yeah,
it's
that was kind of
still
wild. Yeah.
it was still a good convention for us. We just have a lot of fun. We meet a lot of really cool people there, so it's a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
I have a lot of great
Yeah.
memories from that. It was just kind of cool. Like,
Yeah.
I always saw you
Yeah.
guys right across from my booth. I was like, "Hey,"
Yeah.
it was so fun.
Yeah.
So
Conventions are great. They're so much fun.
they are. It
So
was really cool.
So for all of our listeners out there, they're probably going to want to go and like watch your movies. So
Yeah.
where can they find you? Where can they find your movies to watch?
So you can go to if you want to watch Crepitus with Bill Moseley in it, yeah, that is on Amazon.
Okay.
It's on I believe Prime. I think Prime still
Okay.
has it. So you can go there. You can go. I think Vudu has it. Fandango Go. I think it's even on like YouTube to rent, and it did get distributed. So it's distributed through Indican Pictures. So it's
Okay.
on that. And if you want to just go to like my website, kind of my I have a link tree, but you can also just go to my website, and that has the link too. You could just go to www.haynzewhitmore.com, and that's HAYNZEWHITMORE.com. So
Yes.
that's where I be.
I
So,
mean, guys, Bill Moseley as a creepy ass clown. I mean,
yeah. Well, yeah,
you
that's
can't
that's
get better
the
than
thing.
that.
We thought it'd be like a perfect combination of some. It's like, I mean, the closest thing to a clown really was probably Chop Top from Texas Chainsaw 2.
Yes. Look,
You know?
if you look back here, let's see if you
Oh,
can see it. Can
I
you
see
see
it over
it back
there.
there?
Oh, that is so cool. That is
Actually
so cool. Is
think
that signed by
I,
Bill?
yes, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
And
I was gonna say.
I'm pretty sure that when he autographed this one for me, and I've had it up here for a few years now, but I think when
Mm-hmm.
he autographed this one for me, I've met him so freaking many times, but I
Of
think I
course.
was talking to him about your movie when I was
Nice.
having him on. But Bill Moseley is an actor for me. It all goes back to Chop Top.
Of
I don't
course.
know.
Yeah. I mean,
I
that was
mean,
like kind of what his breakthrough role was. Like,
oh yeah,
it's like
Yeah.
yeah,
the two is like Otis and
yeah,
Chop Top. Those are
Yeah.
kind of the two, really. You
yeah.
know. So, but they're great. They're great characters. They're just
They're
great
great characters, and he's a really
Yeah.
he's a great actor. I think that's
He
why I
is.
wrote a blog about him and initially found you.
No.
He
Yeah.
he's if you meet him in person, he's like ridiculously nerdy smart.
Oh yeah. So smart.
You would never think that he'd play these characters, but damn, he does a great job at each
It's
one.
like
So
I
great.
always said it's like flicking a switch. It's just
Oh yeah,
he's one of those guys, man. You could just flick a switch. Like when we were doing the movie, when I was directing Crepitus, like I really didn't have to give him a ton of direction. Like, I mean, when you got it, you got it, like
Mhm.
I gave him, he asked me like maybe some background on the character and stuff. So I said, this is where I see the character, where he came from, and this and that.
Mhm.
And then he just took that kind of background and then just kind of weaved his own character out of it. So it was pretty
Mhm.
cool. It was pretty
Yeah, I
cool.
bet.
And
I bet.
Eve Morrow in the movie is really good too. And
Is she the mom? Is she
she's
the
the
mom?
mom.
Dude, I was like, the mom in this movie is
Yeah.
like the real villain to me. I
Oh, yeah.
mean,
She is
Holy
the
shit,
villain.
that
And
laugh.
that's what, and that's kind of one
I'm
of
like,
yeah, and that's what I wanted to do in the movie. I wanted to make it like to where there's like kind of like it's like okay, so there's this reality of this
yeah,
woman that just abuses her children,
yeah,
and just neglects them and is a drunk. And then you have this
yeah,
creepy clown in the basement, and so you're kind of like, I don't know who's
yeah,
worse,
yeah.
And
I think
so,
she was actually freaking worse than Bill
oh, I think
Moseley
she
as the
was,
killer clown.
yeah,
So
yeah,
kudos to her.
yeah. Oh
I
yeah,
don't
she's
know if she's
great.
done any more acting. If she
Oh yeah,
has, I'm going to look her up because
definitely look her up. She's
she
been in a lot of
killed it.
movies. Yeah, Eve is
She killed it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Eve is awesome. I would work in a heart. I would work with Eve in a heartbeat. Both Bill and Eve. Yeah, they worked well together. Just within
Good.
like Crepitus and like and Brandy, her character in it. So it was, yeah, and like I said, like I didn't have to like I rarely had to give too much direction between the two because they're just like these pro actors and they're just in there and they we just, I remember I distinctively from Eve, she came up to me. This is before she came around the corner and attacked the little girl. It got pretty like intense there. And she literally asked me, she goes, okay, so like, what's the motivation here? Like how should I, like what, like give me something here, And I said, you're a rabid animal. That's all I said.
Yeah. Well, she pulled that off really good
I think the
because,
only thing that she was missing is maybe foam from the mouth, but she
yeah.
nailed it. She nailed it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it got pretty crazy, but yeah, I'm
Awesome.
pretty excited how that turned out. So
Yeah. So awesome. So, everybody go and check out this movie. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Really great.
yeah,
And thank you so much for coming on. This has been so much
absolutely.
fun, man. It's
Anytime,
been
guys.
awesome.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
anytime you want to have me
Appreciate it.
on, just give me a just a little jingle and I'll make time, man. It'll be
Jingle.
fun.
Awesome. All right.
Jingle.
Jingle.
Jingle. Hey,
Can
it's
you
the holiday
hear
season.
All right. Well, good luck with your next project, man.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
look
Thank you,
forward
Mike. Thank you, Bridget. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll
happy
talk
holidays.
to you soon.
Talk to you soon,
Okay.
okay?
All
Bye.
right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Okay. All right. Awesome.
Oh my gosh, how fun is he?
Very
So
fun. Very
fun.
fun.
So fun.
Yes.
Love
Very
it.
charismatic. Very into his work. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Great.
Love it.
All right. So, well, here we are. We are at the end of the year. So what we do every year is we do the best and worst horror movies in our that we watch. I can't say overall because there's so many movies we
Oh,
can never
yeah.
watch them all.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know?
for sure. For sure.
I go through the list and it's like you never can. I'm always missing things that a lot of big things you guys don't get to. It's just the way it is.
Just the way it
So you
is
ready?
with movies.
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready to start?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay,
am ready
well,
to start. This
now
was
listen,
hard, Mike. This was hard. This was a
This one
hard
was a hard
year.
This one was a hard one for you.
Yeah, I
Um,
think so. Compared
I
to
think
last year, I feel like it was hard.
I think it was a pretty good year for horror. It wasn't great, but it was. I mean, we had some good stuff. I mean, every year you can always find something that's pretty good. I think
Mhm.
overall, but I will tell you, I did tell you to put 5 disappointments, and I ended up with a lot more than that. So,
Mhm.
do you have more than 5? If not, I'm going to run through these honorable mentions.
I'm gonna let you run through your honorable mentions. I could probably name a few of them, but I stuck with my 5. Okay, so but
Okay.
you
Well,
run through that list.
it just kind of kept adding up. Uh, uh, so one was Keeper, that new Osgood Perkins movie. The trailer
Okay.
looked awesome. I didn't see. I don't hate it. I don't think it's a bad movie. It just definitely didn't live up to the hype of the trailer. And I really think that probably Osgood, he should probably not do 3 movies in 2 years. For maybe space them out a little bit. That's kind of my thinking. But I mean, like I said, it's not a bad movie. I just didn't think it lived up to the hype a little bit.
I didn't see
Uh,
that one, so okay.
okay. The next one was Jimmy and Stiggs. This one was another kind of hyped up one. Really, I'll tell you what was really good about it though. At the beginning of it, Eli Roth does some more faux trailers,
Oh,
which
okay.
which is awesome. Yeah, you remember he did Thanksgiving. Remember
Yeah,
that, and then
yeah.
so he did a couple of faux trailers. So it's worth it to watch it for that. It's not a bad movie, honestly, and it's
That's
also a movie.
really bad when you say it's worth it to watch it for the faux trailers at the beginning of the film.
But I mean, it's not a bad movie. I think I just wasn't in the mood for it because
Yeah.
it's really a movie that we would like. It's indie.
Hmm.
It's like it is gory in its own way. Actually very gory, honestly.
Hmm.
Matter of fact, that might be all. It's very oozy gory. But the only thing I don't know, the thing that really kind of turned me off about it is it's all sort of black light room. I mean, it's this whole thing,
Hmm.
and it's really just it's these two guys yelling at each other for most of the damn thing. I mean, what they
Hmm.
do is good, and I know that they did it on a limited indie budget, so you can't
Yeah.
you can't knock it too hard. But I just kind of felt like it might have been a little overhyped with that one. Speaking of overhyped, we got Shelby Oaks, a little overhyped on that one. Not a bad movie, but definitely probably not worth the hype if you heard all the hype about it. The next one was Vicious. I did like Vicious. I wanted to like it a lot more. Just didn't like it as much as I wanted to. Next one was Him. Probably didn't actually have a lot of expectations of this movie, but I just didn't think it was that good. And the only other one I got is Clown in the Cornfield.
Hmm.
I like Clown in
Hmm.
the Cornfield. I think it was a
Hmm.
good movie, and I've seen it a few times, but it just isn't a great movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I feel the same way. I was like, is it the hype? Like, was my expectations too high going in? But
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
it
yeah,
was okay.
yeah. It's a
That
decent movie.
one almost made my list just because I was disappointed in it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Same thing with
Yeah.
Vicious. Vicious the same way. That one almost made my my least favorite, but I think for me is because it was just such a slow burn. Oh my God, it was so freaking slow for me.
Hmm.
But everybody's
Yeah.
got their own opinions, and
Yeah. Well, for that one, I just think the director he has so much better movies than that one, particularly. I mean, like I said, it's not bad, but it's just not my favorite.
I've heard a lot of other people say that. I'm not familiar with anything off the top of my head that he's directed before, but I have heard
Yeah.
other people say that. They're like,
Yeah. Just
"Oh, we expected so much more from this director." So,
just go watch The Dark and the Wicked.
oh, The
All
Dark and the
right.
Wicked. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So, top five disappointment horror movies of 2025. Number five. What do you got?
So mine are not in any particular order. These are just five.
All right, then
So I'm putting them out
just
there
throw
for
one
you.
at me. Throw one at
Okay,
me.
Frankenstein. I couldn't
Frankenstein.
make
Yeah.
it. I couldn't. I know you kind of liked it. I couldn't make it through it. Oh my God, it bored me to death. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't like it
Well,
at all.
well, Frankenstein didn't make any of my lists at all. I did like it, but again, I said when we talked about it before, it's just a story that we know too much that to really enable enough surprises to make it like just enthralling enough to just
Hmm.
wow you. Even
Yeah,
though I thought the acting was pretty good, sets are fine, but again, it's just a story it's kind of been beat to death.
yeah. Maybe that's what it is. You want me to go ahead and just give you all mine?
Oh,
Because I
no, no,
can.
no. We'll go back and forth. We'll go back and
Okay.
forth. My number five. My number five is I Know What You Did Last Summer, the remake of
I
I Know What
didn't
You Did
see
Last Summer.
that one, so I can't even like
Yeah,
comment on it.
and here's the thing. I like this movie. I think it's actually there's parts of this movie I really like. There's something in there that I really like. I think the one girl Klein. I can't think of her first name. I think she's a really good actress. I think she's probably going to go places. And there's just things about it, but there are things I just don't like about it. There's things that really, honestly, when watched it. I watched it in theaters. It really kind of irritated me, like annoyed the crap out of me. I've seen it a
Oh,
couple more times since then. Again, but it's just. I think that it could have been. You know, it could.
mhm.
If you look at Scream, what happened with Scream 5 and 6, and how they did pretty good. I mean, there's no problems with it, but they did pretty good. They kind of went forward with it. I feel like this one could have done that. It kind of didn't. So that's my number 5. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is The Monkey.
The Monkey. That's another Osgood Perkins movie. I talked about Keeper. So
I just I just couldn't get into it. Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that almost all of these on my list, actually all of them, every single 5 that are on my list, I probably watched them about 3 quarters in and maybe half-ass watched the last quarter of the movie just
yeah.
because I just
You were
couldn't.
done.
I was
You
done.
were
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
The Monkey was one of those for me. It couldn't keep, it couldn't keep my attention. Couldn't
yeah.
keep my attention. And I think I was looking for like some old school, like Stephen King 80s, and it wasn't there. It just wasn't there for me.
Well, I did see the Stephen King influence there, but I mean, yeah, it's not exactly 80s for sure. It's not
Yeah, I
exactly.
just wasn't feeling it at all. So,
Mhm. Okay.
um, okay, our list is completely different this
Yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's
Number
okay.
number 4 for me, disappointment is The Ritual. The Ritual.
Okay.
This is that
I did
exorcism
see
movie.
I did see this movie, and you know what's crazy about this movie is that through the entire movie, it was like boring, 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 slow, 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 slow. And like the last, like, I don't know, when they revealed the villain,
Hmm.
I am pretty sure I was like, what the fuck? And I hit the rewind button for a minute. I was like, Tracy, come here and look at this. That was the only reason that shit didn't make my list. It was because they nailed it on the villain, but the entire movie is a snooze fest until
Yeah,
like
Al Pacino.
yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Yeah, exorcism movies are hard to replicate, obviously, when you have ones that have come before that have been so good. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't think it was very good. We
Mm-mm.
got number 3. What do you got?
I have Wolfman.
I have Wolfman for number 3.
Oh, okay. All right, we're on the same page. I figured we
Wo-
were okay. Man,
yes.
it's just it's if you're. I think we've talked about this before, but if you're gonna do one of these classics, you have to do it, and you have to do it well, and you have to do
Yeah.
it where it's gonna say, "Watch me and look at me. I'm something different." It's not gonna be the same thing, and it just didn't bring anything new to me, and it was just boring.
Well, and I was definitely anticipating this movie because Lee Wanell is the one who did it. He's part of the
Yeah,
Saw franchise, and he's the
yeah,
one
me
he
too.
did he did the Invisible Man remake,
Yeah,
reboot, or whatever, which I liked. I thought he did good there. But yeah, this one just
same.
again probably the
Yeah,
same thing problem with the Frankenstein. Like there's really nothing new brought to the table.
that's what I was
So
thinking too. Yeah,
it's just sort of like we've seen this before, kind of a deal. I don't feel like it really updated
yeah.
too much of what we haven't seen. So yeah, yeah, that's my number 3 as well. So we got number 2, disappointment.
I have Cannibal Mukbanger.
Okay, yeah,
Have you seen this movie?
yeah. I watched it. I watched it a while back.
I
Yeah.
I had so much high hopes for this
Well,
movie.
didn't
I'm
like it, huh?
like the idea was so great and different, but the story, like they could have done so much better with it. They could have done so much better with it. I think I just had such high expectations going in that I was just
Okay.
really disappointed that the last quarter of the movie, I was just like, this sucks. This
Oh,
sucks.
I think for me, I didn't have any expectations, so maybe that's why it didn't really affect me that much.
Okay, maybe
I
maybe I
mean,
was like, oh my God, Cannibal Mukbanger, like
I was
this is
like,
different,
I was like, this is going to be a silly little horror comedy kind of a deal. I didn't really put much stock into it, but
Yeah, well,
yeah,
maybe I
okay.
put too much thought into it, I think.
Okay, all right. That happens. It does happen.
It does
No,
happen.
all right. My number two. I'm cheating a little bit here. I'm cheating because I'm actually just putting a bunch of movies together, and it's my number two disappointment is all of these damn public domain Disney childhood movies that they've been doing. Screamboat, Shiver Me Timbers, all the
Yeah.
Popeye movies, the
Yeah.
Goldilocks, all these movies that have come out this year. I mean, uh, didn't need any of them. Didn't want any of them. There's way more coming down the pike. Uh, we talked about the Winnie the Pooh that came out,
They should have
kind of
stopped right there, right?
which we were kind of surprised by that one. But now we've got all these people jumping on board with this
Yeah.
trend, and I don't know. It's just not my favorite. I just don't really. I don't know. I have the same problem with this as maybe like even with like Night of the Living Dead is in the public domain. It's like, yeah, you can make it. I can make it. We could go make one right now if you wanted to, but why? Why would I? And the same thing with these. The people are just chomping at the bit for these things to go into public domain now to go. All right, let's do it. And it's like, I mean, I think it was a cool concept at first, but I just, to see it continue on constantly, it's kind of
These
boring.
didn't make my list, Mike, because I didn't watch any of them. That's why.
Okay. All right. Well,
I was like,
say,
I just can't. I just already knew like the Winnie the Pooh like really surprised me, but
mhm,
after that I was just like, eh. Mm-mm.
mhm.
So
Yeah.
I saw it coming.
Understandable. Understandable.
Yeah.
Your top number one disappointment of 2025. What do you got?
I mean, it's probably not my number one. Like I said, I didn't put these in any
Right.
particular order, but and it's crazy. I just watched this yesterday, but I had such high hopes for it. Is The Surrender?
The Surrender.
Did you see it?
I watched that movie earlier in the year, but I don't really remember that much about it. So
Yeah, that's because it wasn't that great. If you don't remember much about it, I'm just saying, didn't have effect on
yeah,
you. The trailer looked really good. It's on Shutter.
yeah.
And oh my God, it's the slowness, it's the slow burns. I can't do the slow burns. I mean, it was
Mhm.
just boring. God, it's a horror movie. It's supposed to get your heart pumping, not
Yeah,
put you to sleep.
I don't think
Yeah.
I just liked it as much as you did, but it definitely didn't leave an impression that much. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I was just disappointed. Maybe it's the expectations. I had high expectations going in. Oh my God, the trailer
yeah,
looks so good. It's,
right.
it's in about a cult, and I love cult movies, but this one not so much. Not so
Yeah.
much.
Well, you can't win them all, can you? Can't win them all. All right,
Yep.
my number one disappointment 2025, The Strangers Chapter 2, which I think last year my number one was The Strangers Chapter
I
1.
know. I'm pretty sure it was.
but this one's it's way worse than part one. I think this one is just egregious. It's like, I mean, what the hell are we doing here? I mean, I know
Yeah.
they're doing a trilogy, but I didn't see the point of it at all. Especially when you got half the movie, or in the middle of the movie, she's like just running from a boar. I mean, isn't it supposed to be about these killers chasing people? I'm like, what is going on with this? The third one's coming out, I guess, next year. I'm sure I'll watch it. But again, I'm just like, this is not necessary. I feel like they thought this was going to really do something here. And again, this is probably just a franchise that shouldn't be a franchise. So, yeah, that was my number one. All right.
I didn't watch it, so I have no opinion. I'm not a
Yeah,
huge fan of The Strangers. I think you know this, but
yeah,
I
well,
did
I
I didn't watch that
absolutely.
one, so
I love the first one. I think it's amazing. I think it's one of the best, especially one of the best home invasion movies ever. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, Here we go. We got some good movies, or our top 10 favorite movies. I got a couple. I got a couple of honorable mentions. You got any honorable mentions?
man, maybe not honorable mentions, but I mean, I probably could throw some out there, but I didn't really write them down. But let's go ahead and hear yours.
Okay, I only got two. The
Okay.
Conjuring, the last rites was pretty good. I feel like kind of ended the franchise where it needed to be ended. It did very well at the
Yeah.
box office. I think it
Yeah.
was a pretty good movie. It's a popcorn movie. You hit all the beats. It didn't really try anything new, but it worked
Mhm.
for what it did, and I did like that franchise as a whole. So, but I was ready for it to be over anyway. So, it
Mhm.
was just a good send off to be like, okay,
Do
we're
you
done
think
now.
that's gonna? I didn't see it, but do you think that's gonna end the franchise?
Well, they're supposed to end that franchise, but they're already working on a TV version
That's
of
all I
it.
was gonna say.
I
Yeah.
don't know that. I don't know that will. I mean, I assume those actors won't be back. That's my
Yeah.
take on it. But so
Mhm.
so you can say technically this part is over,
Okay.
probably.
Okay.
But as far as like, is there going to be a movie? I mean, 10 years down the line, I'm sure there'll be a remake or something, or some
Mhm.
extenuation. But you know, that's the way it always is. But for now, this is a bookend
Mhm.
to the Conjuring. At least I'm sure they're going to do even more Annabelles or all that stuff. They have all their universe, but the main movies are done for now.
Mhm.
That was my first one. The other one was Match. Uh,
That
Surprisingly,
made that made my list too.
I absolutely love Match. I
Me
didn't
too.
expect it. Didn't expect to like
Too.
this movie. Uh, but it was just one of those movies that definitely the best Tubi movie ever made so far. So
I
just yeah,
agree
pleasant.
100%. I agree 100%. I've been trying to get Matthew West to watch this movie. I'm like, Matthew, this movie's so good. He's like, the name of it. I was like, but you can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah,
It says
definitely.
good.
It's a
It
good
says
movie. Yeah.
good. Yes, it made my top 10 too.
All right. Nice. All right. Well,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's go. Unless you want to do an honorable mention, just start with your number 10.
Well, I mean, let's just go ahead and throw it out there. I have match. So probably like my first probably six or seven. I'm not going to put them in any particular order. My first, let's see, one, two, three. Okay, my top four. I have a top four, but anything else, I'm not going to put them in any particular order. And remember, this is solely based on what I've watched. There's a lot of movies that I haven't watched, which we've already
Sure.
talked about that. So,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
Match is definitely on there. But another movie that I don't even think I even talked about this on the podcast that I even watched this year. And man, I feel like it was a little underrated, but I thought it was pretty good. It's the movie Locked, with
Oh, are
Bill
you talking about?
Skarsgård. Did
Right.
you
Yeah.
watch this movie?
I watched it.
It was really hard for me because the setting was just in a car.
Mm.
But
One
I think
location.
one location because I'm ADHD and that's hard for me. But I think the story was definitely original. I don't
Hmm.
feel like I've seen that story before. And I don't know, I think the acting was really good in it too. So that did make actually one of my top 10, along with Match.
Uh, Off topic, but speaking of Skarsgård, we finally got it in the
Oh, yes.
the series. We were talking about it last time, and it finally came, and it was awesome. So now I'm really liking that show. All right.
I am too. Finally. I'm like, oh my God, finally Pennywise. So I'm
Yes.
one episode behind. I'm one. I didn't see
Okay.
last Sunday, but I think it was the
Oh,
season
watch it.
finale. I've heard it's brutal. I've heard it's
Yeah.
brutal. Is it
Yeah.
brutal?
Watch it. I haven't seen the season finale, but what? Oh, catch up to that because it's awesome. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. All right. My number 10 was Dangerous Animals. Dangerous Animals.
That made my top 10 also.
Pretty good movie overall. Again, shark movies. We've talked about shark movies before. When it comes to shark movies, just like The Exorcist the Exorcism movie, Jaws is pretty much the pinnacle for shark movies. There's a few shining things in there, but it's littered with terrible movies. That genre. So I don't even typically watch shark movies, to be honest. But this one was different. This one was definitely different, and I liked it.
Everything you just said is exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
Once you see Jaws, you're like, I ain't done with shark movies, but this is different. It's different. and
Yeah.
it's good. And the acting, the main character, I didn't I finally I was like, where have I seen her before? I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she's in Yellowstone. I don't know if you watch Yellowstone or not. And
No.
she plays her part so well. Like
Yeah.
she's and she's like brave and she's a badass. And I loved it. And I was really feeling her character. And this movie was actually good for me.
Hmm.
Really good. I just watched this yesterday, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome.
It's good.
Awesome. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and run another one because you've already listed two or three of yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Three. You've done three. Okay. My next one is Five Nights at Freddy's Part Two.
Oh, wow, Mike. I haven't even seen this, but I
Five
know
Nights at Freddy's Part
I
Two.
know you've seen the Five Nights at Freddy.
Yeah.
Because your girls are
Yeah.
into it.
Well, yeah. I took them to the theater to watch it because they like that. They love it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's really good. What can I say? I mean, it's technically, I think it's even more than the horror movie than the first one. Now, these are PG movies; they're directed toward kids, really. But I feel like now, see, when I watched the first one, I mean, I knew about the games and stuff, but I hadn't played any. I didn't know anything about the lore and all that stuff. And after that, of course, we got some of the games. We played a few of them, and I know a lot more about it now. So there's so many Easter eggs in this movie and everything, and so it just works really well if you're definitely into the universe. But we actually get a little bit of a Scream reunion in this movie too. But
What?
yeah, a little bit of a Scream reunion, so that's nice. Um, but I think it works. It sets up for another sequel. Obviously, it's made a lot of money. It's going to make a lot more, I think. Um, yeah, I mean, for like, I guess like horror that you can take your kids to and enjoy with them. I think it's great. I think it's great. So
Would you have watched this movie if you didn't have your daughters that were into it? Would you have just been like, I'm a horror fan, I'm gonna go watch it?
now, would I have went to the theaters to watch it? Probably not. More likely. But now, as
Yeah.
far as the first one, I was actually watching it. I was actually watching the first one, and my daughter just started watching with me. It wasn't like because they weren't really into the games before that either.
Oh,
But now my youngest, especially, is immersed in that culture of like YouTube songs about Freddy because
oh
there's so
yeah.
many of those. There's like
Yeah.
all this stuff. But like they sat down and watched it with me. But like I was going to watch it anyway, just to see what it was, check it out. But yeah, I would definitely watch it. Yeah,
Okay.
theater maybe not, but for them to have that experience, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Um, so let me do one more, and then you can go. Uh, Number 8, I'm gonna do Sinners. Uh, now
I
now
wondered
I
if
know
that
that
was gonna make your list. I wondered if it's gonna make your list.
now I know this is gonna be on the top of everybody's list that
Oh yeah.
you watch. It was the number one. At the Fangoria Texas Chain or not Texas Fangoria Chainsaw Awards and all that stuff. And it's a good movie. I like it. I'm not big into blues personally. It's not my genre of music, but if you are, it's really cool for that. Acting's really good and all that stuff. But I can't help but compare it to From Dusk Till Dawn, which I love,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Mm-hmm.
think it's an amazing movie. So there's definitely that stuff. But do I think it was the best movie of the year? Not for me personally, it wasn't. But overall, it's a good movie. It's good. What do you got
Yeah,
for?
that one
Oh, go ahead.
didn't make my top. That one did not make my top 10, and I knew that it pissed a lot of people off. They're like, "Oh my God, this is the best movie of the year." I remember specifically one person calling me. I'm not gonna say any names. A friend of mine called me and he was like, "You've got to watch this movie. What's wrong with you? Why didn't you watch this movie? It's the best movie of the year." And I remember
Yeah,
watching it and I was like, "I'm a little disappointed. It's not that great." It was like, what was wrong with you? But I don't know. I'm kind of like you. I'm like, once you sing from dusk till dawn, you're like, and the music thing. I get the music thing. If people are into that, that may be their thing. But it wasn't for me.
hmm
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't. It didn't make my top 10.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Um,
and the thing too about it too is also it's not. I mean, there, half the movie's not well, just like that movie, it's not horror. So
right.
you gotta wait to get to the stuff. The vampire stuff is cool and all that, but
There was
again,
a lot in the storyline too that I was like, did I just miss that? Like, what just happened? Like, why is it? I feel like the storyline could have been a little bit better, and that's just me. That's just
mhm.
me. But okay, I'm moving on because I could talk about that all night. Um, I put this on my top 10 because I feel like it come out close to the beginning of the year. It, I don't feel like it got the attention that it needed. Is Hard Eyes. I
All right, all
it
right.
was a great slasher. I think it was a
All
really
right.
good slasher. And
Hard Eyes is on my. It's not my next pick, but it's on my list. Yes.
okay, okay. I just feel like it's one of those that come out the beginning of the year. People kind of forget about it, but I remember being at CreepyCon. Remember we're at CreepyCon, and
Hmm.
this couple came up and they were wearing the Hard Eyes costumes, and I was like, "Your cosplay is so awesome." They're like, "Oh my God, thank you so much for knowing who we are. No one knows who we are," and I'm like, "What?" That is crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really good take. There was a little twist in there that I didn't see coming.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it away for those that haven't seen it, but if you haven't seen Hard Eyes, I highly recommend that you go and see it. And Devon Sawa, I have a thing for Devon Sawa. What can I say?
It's a good fun like
Yeah,
sort of popcorn slasher, but
it is. Yeah.
and another good addition to add to watch every Valentine's Day. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
yeah, my next one is The Ugly Stepsister. Uh,
Oh, okay.
the hardcore. I know you really like this movie. I liked it pretty good. I mean, I do. I maybe I didn't connect with it as much as you did, but I mean, it's got. I mean, it looks really good. Obviously, it's got a lot of good moments to it. But overall, I mean, I don't know. It just maybe not as much as you, but again, though, it's a really good movie. People should check it out.
Hmm. Yeah, if you want to if you want to cringe,
Yeah, yeah,
if you get grossed out easily, this is not the movie for you. I'm just saying.
right, right.
So,
What's the next three?
okay, so we talked about, okay, I already talked about dangerous animals. Okay, weapons.
Well, no. So Dangerous Animals was your next one. Let's just go through it now. Dangerous Animals was your next one. So
Yep.
Hard Eyes was my next one. It's number six for
Okay.
me. So your next
Okay.
one is Weapons.
Yeah.
Weapons. Okay.
I really wanted this to be closer in the list, but I think the reason that it didn't make that for me was just because I feel like there was a little bit missing from the storyline. Like I want to know so much more about the crazy aunt. I want to know
Well,
that, and
I
they're
think you're
coming
gonna
out with her own thing. So I'm
they're gonna
like,
do a
okay,
prequel. So there
that's
you go.
that they're opening that door to. So I'm like, yes, I love the way it was shot. I think it was shot beautifully. Um, I think it's really good. And once they open that story with her, it's gonna tell me a lot more that I want to know about this movie.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was really good.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. My number five is Black Phone Two. Black
Oh, I didn't
Phone
see
2.
it. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I still haven't seen it.
I know you're not a Black Phone fan, but I like this movie. I think it's really creepy. I think it does more with the character and expands upon everything from the original, and had some good scenes with it. And again, it's kind of like our new Freddy in a way for right now until Freddy eventually comes back. So I like it. I like it a lot. What's the next for you?
Mhm.
What's your number
So
four?
my number four is I have two of them here because one of them I was like, is this a 2025 movie? I have two of them here because I wasn't sure if this one was, but I watched it in 2025, but it's Strange Darlings. I don't know if that come out this year or not. I have two
That
of
didn't
them
come out.
there.
That didn't come out
Okay.
this year, but that's a great movie. I love that movie.
Oh my God. So we'll just call it an honorable mention. So I have two of them here. I have that one, and I also have, you're probably going to be surprised at this one. I actually have Bone Lake on here.
Bone Lake, yeah.
I
Bone Lake
mean,
was,
I was confused by the trailer. I thought it was going to be something so different. And I think that's like, I had no idea what I was going in for. And it was
mhm.
so, but it was still good. It was still
Yeah,
good.
it was, which is it's kind of hard to do considering the fact you get let down from the trailer to
I
feel like
know,
the movie.
right? So I'm
Yeah,
gonna give them credit for that. I'm gonna give them credit for that.
yeah, yeah,
The weird thing with them shooting in the blue lenses kind of threw me off a little bit, but
yeah,
it's still a really great movie. Especially if you
yeah.
watch the trailer. Watch the trailer and you're like,
I don't know. Don't
I was
watch the trailer.
expect maybe okay, fine. Don't,
Don't look at the
it's
posters either.
so good
You
though.
might be like madly disappointed. I don't know. So,
I
uh,
know, but I still loved it though. So kudos to them. That's why
right.
I had to add it to my list because that was pretty good. They pulled that shit off pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah, they did. My
Yeah.
number four is the body horror together.
Oh, I did love that movie. Yeah.
Together, it's a real simple movie. There's not a whole lot of plot per se, really, but just watching the body horror works really well. And, obviously good chemistry because they're married, the couple. But yeah, I mean, I probably would have been a little higher if there was just a little bit more of that backstory to kind of
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
what and why things are going on. Sometimes I don't need that, but sometimes I do wonder about like what's
It's
happening. You know.
same. I think we talked about this when I watched it. There was a few
Hmm.
things I'm like, well, what happened with that? Like, why is that happening? And let
Yeah.
me tell you on this movie, Mike, they that one scene when they play the Spice Girls when two become one, I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't even. I mean, like, I'm gonna admit it. I'm just gonna admit to everybody out there, I was a huge Spice Girl fan. I had
Oh
the
yeah.
biggest crush on Emma Bunton, Baby Spice ever. So yeah, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they just played this song. Oh my God.
It works. It works good.
It
Yeah.
worked and it worked good in that damn bathroom scene.
Oof. Yeah. That's
I know, right? It's
that's wild.
crazy. I
Yeah.
love body horror
So
movies, so
so yeah, definitely good scenes there. What do you got for number
yeah.
three?
Um, what number are we on? What? How
You're on
we
number
doing?
three. Number three. What do you got?
Oh shit. Well, I had four left, so maybe I skipped one of them. So, I have four left on my list, so maybe I lost count. Um,
Okay.
so I'm gonna say number four. Man, this movie was good. I liked it. It's Paternoster and the Mission of Light. Did
I
you
didn't see
watch
that.
this?
No, I didn't see that one.
Shit. Shit. It's it's everything that we love. It's definitely indie. It's obviously filmed like today. It's was filmed today, but it kind of captures that whole 70s vibe. And I
Okay.
love cult movies. And it's gory. It's gory.
Hmm.
They didn't hold back on the gore. And
All right.
man, you can tell that it's low budget, but they knew what they were doing when it was low budget and they ran with it. And I think they did a great job. It really caught me off guard. It's really good. It's kind of weird.
Hmm.
It's really weird. I love it. So, and the title, Paternoster and the Mission of Light.
All right.
I don't
Have to
remember
check it
where I
out.
streamed that. I don't remember where I streamed that. I think I streamed it on, I feel like I streamed on like Prime or something, but
Okay.
it's streamable. Check that out for sure.
Okay. What's your number three?
Um, you're gonna appreciate this one, and I feel like it's on your list. I hope it's on your list. Is the Rule of Jenny Pin?
The Role of Jenny Pin.
It's
Yeah.
on your list,
Jenny
isn't it?
Pin.
Did it make your
It
list?
it actually is my number three as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I Man, I remember when you recommended for me to watch this. That
Hmm.
shit disturbed me, like legitimately disturbed me. And you don't see a lot of movies about like older people, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, and that shit could really happen. I was like, oh my God, this movie is crazy. I mean,
John Lithgow, man, he's a bad. He
man,
wants to be bad. It works.
man, Trinity Killer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's an amazing actor. God, he did so good. And it's totally believable too. So, yeah. So
Yeah, that one
there you
works.
go. That's definitely my number
That
three.
that one works. My number two was weapons. You already talked about weapons. I do appreciate the movie. I think it's done really well. I think the only problem I have with the whole thing is it just kind of it ramps you up and then stops and then starts at another
Yeah.
story and to ramp you up and stop and
Yeah.
start another story. So that's sort of taking you out kind of deal with. My only real problem with the movie, but I mean, I think it's creepy. I think it's original.
Hmm.
Definitely something we haven't really seen before.
Hmm.
So kudos to them. I think that they did a really good job. What do you got for number two?
Number two was a movie that we talked about so much for the majority of the year because I was trying to find it to stream and I could never find it. And it finally come out as The Garden of Eden.
The Garden of Eden. Oh, you really liked it, huh?
Dude, oh my God, Mike. I was like, this movie, I didn't even know that shit was even gonna happen. I love cult movies. When it hits, it goes for it and it hits hard. And guess what?
Hmm.
It keeps going. You're like, torture scene. Okay. Is it gonna is it gonna stop? Is it, oh my God, it's gonna keep going. Oh my God, it's gonna keep going. And then
Yeah.
you want to take a breath of fresh air, but you can't because guess what? It's gonna keep going. And it's
Mhm.
intense, but it's good. I liked it.
My only problem with it is just too long. It's just too long of a movie.
How long was it? How long was
It's
it?
it's like it's almost 2 hours. It's almost
Is it
2 hours.
almost 2 hours?
Yeah,
I
pretty
believe
close.
it. So they probably could have cut some of them torture scenes like a little bit
Yeah,
shorter
there's a lot
because
of
I'm
torture.
like, that motherfucker just kept going. Oh my God. Oh my God. Intense. It was just so intense. I could not put that on my top 10 and it made my number two.
All right, awesome. So what's your number one?
What do you think my number one is?
The Ugly Stepsister.
I
The
actually
Ugly
watched
Step.
it twice. It's very rare. I hear you talk about you're like, oh, I've watched that movie like three or four times now. I'm like, um, I've seen it twice. I had my mom watch it with me. I was like, we were at the for Thanksgiving, I went out to my parents' lake house and you know, I was gonna go and watch like the Fangoria Awards, and everybody's kind of leaving. I was like, "Mom, can I go chill in your room? Can I just watch like the Fangoria Awards?" And she come back there, and I'd already told her about this movie. She was like, "Well, put it on." I was like, "You're gonna watch this movie with me?" She was like, "Yeah, put it on." We had the best time. We had so much fun with this movie. So good. Did I cringe as many times as I did the first time? Yes, I did. Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's so different. I feel like it really captures the Brothers Grimm story, the Cinderella story. I feel
Mhm.
like it really captures that, and I think it's a good take on like the protagonist and the villain. I think it's a good take on her story. So I know I love this movie.
I think I need to watch it again. I mean, it's been a little bit since I watched it, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
I
It's good.
I think you should I think you should watch it again. And I will tell you, I don't know if I even talked about this before, but you can think about me when you watch this. So when I was a kid, when I was a little kid, my sister, who's 10 years older than me, would tell me about tapeworms. And she's like, I don't know why she'd tell
Oh.
me this shit. She'd be like, my God, if you get like a tapeworm, she's like, oh my God, it eats all the food in your belly. And when it gets hungry, it'll come up in your throat and you can open your mouth and you can see it. And the only way to get rid of it is to make it hungry. And it comes back there and somebody's got to get it and pull it out. My sister told me
That's
this when I was like really fucking little. And I had this, I was telling my mom this story, and I was like, I was horrified by fucking tapeworms. And this movie captures
mm,
my childhood, like, or stories that my sister would tell me. It captures it like times 100. Okay. I was
yeah,
like, oh my God. So you think about that. You think about me, my sister torturing
okay,
me with this freaking
sure.
story when I was like 8 years old. I go back and watch it because it's
that, that that definitely makes it more
yeah.
memorable for sure.
We
Yeah.
would we at Thanksgiving we were having a good time at Thanksgiving. We're sitting around at the thing this shit my family talks about at Thanksgiving dinner. Where I was like, oh my God, the ugly stepsister. Like, what's the worst part of this for you? And Tracy's like, for me, it was this. And my mom was like, no, it's this. And I'm like, no, it's this. And I'm like, this poor girl in this movie goes through
Mhm.
so much shit. Crazy. Such a good
Yes.
movie. If you're listening to this podcast and you have not seen this movie, you have got to go and watch it because it's really good. Michael Flynn, I recommended it for him. He literally texted me last night and he goes, okay, first 10 minutes in, I was like, this movie's not for me. 20 minutes in, I was like, oh my God, I'm so freaking hooked. I love this movie. It's
Mhm.
good. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think on AMC Plus and Shutter, they have the so it's in a foreign language, but they have it dubbed where it's a little bit easier to watch. For
Right.
some
So
people can't do subtitles, so
you don't have to watch subtitles. There you go. Yep.
yeah. So I am
There
so
you go.
excited for your number one because I don't even know what it is.
Well, you've seen it, but it didn't make your list at all. So,
Okay.
I guess this year I wasn't feeling the indie scene that much. I guess I was doing more Hollywood popcorn stuff this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was kind of my thing, I guess, for the most part. But of course, number two was Weapons. That was my number one original movie that came out this year, I guess, to be honest. But my number one it's like, is it a great, fantastic movie? Like in that in original sense? No, no. It's just the most fun I had with a movie this year.
I know what you're gonna say.
What?
I think it's Heretic. Is it Heretic?
Heretic was a great movie. You know, and I totally forgot about that movie. That's a
Oh,
great movie. That should be an honorable mention. There's so many movies. There's so many great like that one.
I know. I had a really hard
Bring
time
her
with it.
back. Bring her back is another one
Bring her
I was
back.
thinking of.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
another one. But
Yeah.
the most fun I had was Final Destinations. Bloodlines was
Okay.
the most fun I had. Yes, I first of all, I do love this franchise. I think it's a great underrated franchise. I thought what they did with this story to revive it. This has been how many years since we did the last one? It's been a long time. So to bring this back and make it work and make it effective was kind of wild. I love the kills. I thought they were very innovative. Yes, they were CGI heavy, but they always are typically with these movies. But the way that they connected these stories to each other and made it, and but they connected it, but they also made it something different was very unique and very challenging, and I really appreciated that. But and mostly, I really appreciated what they did for Tony Todd. Like it was very moving to
Oh, I
see
forget about that. Yeah.
him
Yeah.
and yeah, and him kind of be able to tell everybody goodbye in his own words in a way. It was
Yeah.
very moving, and just I really appreciated the whole thing. And it was just a lot of fun. It's just a hugely, if you like that franchise, I think it just works so well. So kudos to them for just really being able to bring it back because I think it's, what was this movie like number six? Uh,
Is
to
it number
and this,
6? Yeah.
yeah, I think so. And to be like that far along in the franchise and to really like make me like still be paying attention as much as I was is really a good selling point because there's not many franchises. We talked about franchises before, and a lot of them have hills and valleys and stuff. And even with this one, there's certain ones that I don't think is as good, but this one's probably right up there. This one's probably one of the best ones because it just works so well, and the story just intertwines so well with all the other ones that I love it. So that was my
I
number one.
didn't I didn't expect that from you, but it almost made my list but the Final Destinations, they always have like the best kill scenes. Always, their kill scenes are so original and always so good. And that was the last movie that I actually saw in the theaters this year, and I love it when I can sit in the movie theater and laugh. I
Yeah.
laughed throughout the movie. It's like, yes, this is so good. People probably think I'm a nut, but
Well,
no,
you know,
it's a
because
fun movie.
it's fun movie, and it's like it's not like antagonistic as far as nobody's actually killing them except death, but they're already supposed to die anyway, so you kind of don't
Yeah.
feel as traumatized by it in a way. But
Mhm.
yeah, but it's just the way that death can get you in the unique kills. You know, the MRI scene was just awesome. You
Yeah,
know,
that
so
was probably my favorite kill scene in the movie.
it's
Oh,
definitely up there.
100%. That one's the one
Yeah,
that like kind of stuck in my brain for sure.
a-
For
absolutely,
sure.
absolutely. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's it. That's what I got. That's my top 10 for 2025. Again,
Yes.
I mean, nothing stood out as this is the one for me. Nothing stood out as, oh my God, I absolutely think this is like we'd had last year with Substance, you know?
Oh yeah.
Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing.
Last year was I feel like compare this year compared to last year was more of a challenge for me. There was a lot of great horror movies, not just The Substance, but there was a lot of great horror movies last year.
Mhm,
So I feel like
mhm.
this year was a little bit of a struggle with me. And it's not because there wasn't a lot of bad ones. It was just they were all kind of right there on the same level for me. And
Mhm.
that's why I was like, I can't even put these in order because,
Right.
and
Yeah.
there's some great ones that I didn't mention that, we talked about. So
Yeah. Well, some of these kind of went back and forth. Yeah. Like I kind of went back and forth with them. They were a little bit interchangeable. So, uh, you know, because I think at first I had weapons and then maybe even together was up there. But it's like, but my thought was just like, which one have I seen the most that I enjoyed the most as I'm watching it and just appreciated like that. So that's what I kind of came up with.
I knew when I watched The Ugly Stepsister, I knew when I watched the movie, I was like, just like The Substance. I remember texting you and saying, "Have you seen The Substance?" Because I think this is my favorite horror movie of the year. I think it's my favorite. Same thing with The Ugly Stepsister. I'm pretty sure that I texted you and I was like, I need it. I did the AMC Plus like 30-day free trial just to watch this movie. I saw the
Mhm.
trailer and I was like, I want to see this. And it did not disappoint me at all. Maybe it's not for everyone, but for me, I loved it. Yeah, I
Well,
think you need to go rewatch it. I think you need to rewatch it.
it's definitely the most hardcore on this list for sure. Hardcore.
I know
Right?
it's funny. It's like, what do we, so today, like, what is hardcore? I'm like, I think this movie, there's a lot of body horror. There's a lot of
Hmm.
body horror. And, I'm into the body horror thing. I think after you build this tolerance for horror and like what grosses me out, like what gets to me, but maybe
Right.
sometimes visually you need to see
Hmm.
the crazy shit that you see. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
but um, anything else happening? I have a few things. It's
All right.
been
What do you got?
it's been an awesome year for Cirque de Freaks. Obviously our conventions have pretty much come to an end for the year, but we're going to kick off next year in January. We have the Rocket City Horror Con. And then in February we have Evansville Horror Con, and they've just announced a couple names that I wanted to mention. I just talked about him. And speaking of Final Destination, Devin Sawa,
Yeah.
he's going to be at Evansville Horror Con, and it's at the very tail end of February. So that's a really good con. Maybe mark your calendars for that. Also, the Osborne son, what's his name?
Jack.
Jack Osborne. I guess he does something with like paranormal or ghost hunting or something. I didn't know this. So I was like, why is he at a horror convention? But yeah, they just announced him. So yeah, a couple names they just announced. So that's gonna be pretty cool. And kind of excited about that. So yeah, just a couple things to look forward to for 2026. And it's crazy to say 2026. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. What else you got?
I think that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna close it out with that.
All right. Well, we got some upcoming horror movies for the next year that we know about. Any of them that you are excited for? I've got a few here that are coming out. I'm kind of looking forward to.
Which ones are you looking forward to?
Well, obviously, Scream 7. That's the big one.
I almost wore my Scream hoodie tonight, but I was like, it's Christmas. You can't even really see it on the screen, but I am wearing a Chucky ugly Christmas sweater. Just so you
Yeah,
guys know, can you
nice.
hear it jingling? But
Yes.
Scream, yes. When this movie comes out, I've been talking about this shit for like 2 years on here. I'm like, right before it comes out, I'm gonna binge watch all these Scream movies all in one
All right.
weekend because
All right.
I think there's like two of them I haven't seen. So
So
I think that'd be fun.
you got about 2 months because it drops, I think, February 27th, I believe. So it is.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Um,
mark that on my calendar, 27th. I didn't even know that. So that's good looking out. Okay.
yeah. Up next, there's a sequel to Ready or Not 2. Did you see the trailer for that one?
No, but I really like the first one. So
I did too, and I was like, how are they gonna do this again? But now it
yeah, I kind of
honestly,
wonder.
it works. It works. It works. And there's a lot of other people in there too that you would probably know. So,
Okay.
but the main actress is back too, so that's great. I'm looking forward to
Okay.
that one. Uh, we're also getting a new Evil Dead movie supposedly next year. Evil Dead Burn.
Evil Dead Burn.
Yeah.
What do
This
you think about that?
well, I mean,
They
if it goes
haven't
along,
they haven't disappointed me, so
they haven't disappointed me yet. So
I know. I know.
probably gonna be good.
I even started rewatching Ash versus Evil Dead. I don't know if you ever got into that show or not.
Yeah, I loved it. I watched all of it. It's a great show.
I watched it when it first came out. I just started rewatching it again, and it's just fun. It's just fun and
Yeah,
goofy and
absolutely.
silly. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, to, it they actually go all out in it. I mean,
Yeah, I
it
know.
works. It works really well.
It
Yeah.
does. It's good. Yeah.
Yes. Up next, there's Silent Hill. We talked about that remake or reboot or whatever's coming out this
Yeah.
year. Possibly The Exorcist might be coming out. I don't think it probably won't be coming out. I don't think so. But I guess there is a possibility it could come out at the end of the year. But Mike Flanagan is directing this new installment. You know, we like Mike Flanagan. He's directing it. I think
But so do
Scarlett
you feel
Johansson.
good about it? Do you feel good?
I feel really good about it. Yes,
Okay.
I didn't feel good with David Gordon Green at the helm, but Mike
Mhm.
Flanagan. If anybody can do it now, and it's hard. It's a hard one to pull off. You know.
It's a
But
hard one to
if
pull off. Yeah.
any director right now could do it, it might be Mike. He might be able to do it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Yes, Scarlett Johansson's supposed to be on board to act. So we'll
Do you
see.
have like a time frame of that one? Because I haven't even
I
heard about this coming
see.
out. So
He's been attached to it for a while, so he's been probably developing it. But the only name attached to it right now is Scarlett. So I don't. It's
okay.
definitely not. Definitely not filming yet. I don't think so. More than likely, it's probably going to be more like 2027.
Okay.
More than likely, but
Something to look
just
forward to.
throw it as a possibility. Obviously, Terrifier 4 probably going to come out this year, I would think, or next year, 2026, probably. It's supposed to be the ending, maybe, of that franchise. I
Do
don't
you
think it
think
will
they're
be,
gonna
but
fill all those gaps in the storyline?
they really better. Seriously, the plot holes are
No.
just getting
No.
to me. Getting to me. And the other one coming out this year is The Bride. I don't know if you saw that trailer for The Bride. I'm kind of looking forward to checking this one out. I don't know. I don't know if it'll be good or not. Maggie Gyllenhaal is the one directing it. It's got
Okay.
Christian Bell plays Frankenstein. But it's obviously what we had with the original Frankenstein. You only get, Bride of Frankenstein. You only get the bride for just a couple of minutes. I
A
mean,
hot minute, yeah.
she's not made it very long, but this one's it's a totally different take on it, modernized and everything. It looks kind of interesting. Will it be? I don't know, but yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out. So.
I think that would be good. They have so many remakes of Frankenstein. Why not do something with the Bride of Frankenstein and give her some credit?
Well, yeah, and obviously we talked about how nothing's been fresh, because it's kind of the same
Yeah.
retelling. This is definitely not a retelling of that story. This is
Yeah.
totally something totally expanded and different. So
Yeah. I think it might be good. I mean, definitely be worth checking out for sure.
yeah,
And Christian Bale, I mean,
there you go.
he's a
Christian
great
Bale.
actor. So yeah, that should
Definitely.
be good.
Yeah, that's all I got. So we'll look forward to some of those next year after we
Yeah.
ring in
Next year.
2026.
What?
Yeah.
This
Yes.
thing crazy. Crazy.
Absolutely.
Where what are we going on? What are we, 4.5 years? I mean, is next year gonna be our 5 years? I feel like it is. For some reason I feel like it's 5 years.
Could be. Sounds right. Sounds
Yeah.
about right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if after listening to this podcast for damn near 5 years, if you're not keeping it
Hardcore. That's right.
Yeah.
So until next year, stay ho hardcore, and we'll see you then. Peace out.
Later.
Wow, that's hardcore.
Nothing harder.
Hardcore Horror with Mike and Bridget is a part of the Tennessee Horror Podcast Network.